Very good afternoon to everyone who's present. Very good afternoon to everyone who's present, and I'll just go over the topics that we are going to discuss in today's meeting. Okay, so आज हम कौन से topics discuss करने वाले हैं? Which topics we are going to discuss? So first is the custom messages. हमने एक नया टैब इंट्रोड्यूस किया है कस्टम मैसेजेस, जिससे आप कस्टमाइज मैसेजेस यूजर्स को भेज सकते हैं एक्सेल शीट से. देन और दो टैब्स है, पीटीए स्कूल गैदरिंग एंड स्कूल सेलिब्रेशन. सो पीटीए स्कूल गैदरिंग और स्कूल सेलिब्रेशन मतलब आपके जो पेरेंट टीचर मीटिंग्स होते हैं या आपके स्कूल गैदरिंग्स या स्कूल सेलिब्रेशन होता है, आप उसको ऑनलाइन लॉग या ऑनलाइन रिकॉर्ड कैसे रख सकते हैं. देन वी विल बी इंट्रोड्यूसिंग आवर कॉल मी बैक फीचर. हमारा कॉल मी बैक फीचर हम इंट्रोड्यूस करने वाले हैं. और ऑनलाइन टाइम टेबल रिपोर्ट्स और सेटिंग्स, ऑनलाइन टाइम टेबल में जो नए रिपोर्ट्स ऐड हुए हैं वो, और सेटिंग्स टैब आप कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं. सो वी आर गोइंग टू कवर दीज 4 टॉपिक्स इन टुडेज मीटिंग. सो विल बिगिन विद कस्टम मैसेजेस. So in notification center, we have added a new tab called as custom messages, custom message via Excel. So notification center में we have added a new tab called as custom message via Excel. तो उसमें दो ऑप्शंस है. यूजुअली स्कूल्स के पास एक एक्सेल शीट होती है जिनको उन बच्चों को आपको अगर कोई भी मैसेजेस भेजने हो तो आप वो एक्सेल शीट आपके जनरल रजिस्टर से डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं विद द यूजर आईडीज, बिकॉज दैट एक्सेल शीट शुड हैव द यूजर आईडीज एंड यूजर आईडीज ऑफ द स्टूडेंट जिनको भी आपको भेजना है. तो आप वो आपके जनरल रजिस्टर से भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. तो आपको जनरल रजिस्टर में कौन सी क्लास को या कौन से बच्चों को आपको भेजना है, तो आप जनरल रजिस्टर में एक ऑप्शन है डाउनलोड एक्सपोर्ट टू एक्सेल. वहां से आप एक एक्सेल शीट डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं विद द स्टूडेंट्स यूजर आईडीज. सो आई जस्ट शेयर एन एक्सेल शीट विद यू. सो एक्सेल शीट में जो एक्सेल शीट आप डाउनलोड करेंगे उस एक्सेल शीट में बच्चों का यूजर आईडी, नेम, जो भी फील्ड्स आपको चाहिए, इट डिपेंड्स आप कौन से किस चीज के लिए उसका इस्तेमाल करना चाहता है. तो अभी इफ इन केस इफ इट्स अ फीस ड्यू का कस्टम मैसेज है तो आप फीस ड्यू लिख सकते हैं, या फिर आपका जो भी आपको जो भी डायनामिक वैल्यूज चाहिए उसका आप एक कॉलम बना सकते हैं या आप यहाँ पे ऐड कर सकते हैं. जैसे फीस ड्यू है या टोटल फीस आपको चाहिए या जो भी कॉलम्स है आप यहाँ पे ऐड कर सकते हैं और आप वो कॉलम्स के अगेंस्ट डेटा भी भर सकते हैं. जस्ट मेक श्योर कि आप एक्सेल शीट को एक्सेल शीट में जो भी आपके डायनामिक वैल्यूज है वो फर्स्ट रो में होने चाहिए. दे शुड बी देयर इन द फर्स्ट रो. दैट इज वॉट एवर द टाइटल्स आर, जो रो के टाइटल्स है वो फर्स्ट रो में होने चाहिए. और वो एक्सेल शीट में आपके यूजर आईडीज, हर बच्चे का जिनको भी आपको मैसेजेस भेजने हैं वो बच्चों का यूजर आईडीज होने चाहिए. नाउ यस सर.
बेसिकली दिस इज ये मॉड्यूल क्यों बनाया है कि नॉर्मली क्या होता है कि आपको कस्टम मैसेजेस भेजने होते हैं कि ये पेरेंट ये स्टूडेंट को ये अमाउंट का फीस आउटस्टैंडिंग है या मार्क्स का मैसेजेस है, तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप एक्सेल अपलोड कर पाओगे एंड इंडिविजुअली उनको उनका नोटिफिकेशन चला जाएगा. एवरी स्टूडेंट को अपने आप उनके उसके मार्क्स का या उसका इसका नोटिफिकेशन ऑटोमेटिकली चला जाएगा. तो आपके पास सपोज फीस ड्यू का एक्सेल है या मार्क्स का एक्सेल है या कोई भी अगर आपके पास एक्सेल है तो वो आप डायरेक्टली आप अपलोड करके आप भेज सकते हो. ठीक है. तो जैसे अभी ये एक्सेल अपन ने बनाया तो यूजर आईडी फील्ड एक कंपलसरी फील्ड है क्योंकि यूजर आईडी पे वो जाएगा ऐप पे नोटिफिकेशन उसके. ओके, तो यूजर आईडी इज कंपलसरी एंड फिर बाकी फील्ड्स आर कस्टमाइजेबल. जो भी आपको चाहिए, जैसे नेम है, फीस ड्यू है, तो एक बार अपन एक्सप्लेन करेंगे आगे तो विल गेट इन और आइडिया आएगा कि हाउ डज दिस वर्क. प्लीज प्रोसीड.
सो कस्टम एक्सेल के लिए जैसे सर ने कहा कि आपको अगर एक्सेल की यूजुअली स्कूल्स अपने एक्सेल्स रखते हैं कि जस्ट बेस्ड पे उतने स्पेसिफिक स्टूडेंट्स को आपको एक मैसेजेस भेजने होते हैं, मे दैट बी अबाउट योर मार्क्स और फीस ड्यू या इट कैन बी एनीथिंग. देन आपको बस आपका एक्सेल कौन सा एक्सेल शीट है उसे सिलेक्ट करना है. सॉरी, माय शेयर स्टॉप्ड. एक्सेल शीट है उसे सिलेक्ट करना है, सबमिट पे क्लिक करना है। ओके, तो यूजर आईडीज कौन से कॉलम से लेने हैं, जो भी आपके कॉलम्स के नाम होंगे विल बी विजिबल ओवर हियर। आपको सिलेक्ट करना है। अभी मुझे यूजर आईडी के कॉलम से चाहिए, सो सिलेक्ट यूजर आईडी। तो यहाँ पे आपको जो मैसेज टाइप करना है आप कर सकते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल डियर स्टूडेंट, तो जहाँ पे स्टूडेंट है वहां पे मुझे बच्चे का नाम चाहिए। तो इंसर्ट अ डायनेमिक वैल्यू में आप कॉलम्स चूज कर सकते हैं कि कौन सा कॉलम में से वो आना चाहिए। तो मैं जो नेम कॉलम है वो सिलेक्ट करती हूँ, मतलब वो बच्चे का नाम यहाँ पे आएगा। Is due 20। आप आपका मैसेज टाइप कर सकते हैं। और अभी मुझे जो फीस ड्यू का अमाउंट है वो चाहिए, तो मैं जो फीस ड्यू का कॉलम मैंने बनाया है, आई विल सिलेक्ट दैट। तो हम ऐसे टाइप का एक मैसेज जनरेट कर सकते हैं। जो भी फील्ड आपको डायनामिक चाहिए, मतलब जो भी फील्ड्स का डेटा वो एक्सेल शीट से आना चाहिए, आप वो फील्ड्स चूज कर सकते हैं। अभी इन दिस केस मैंने डियर जो बच्चे का नाम है, आई हैव चोजन द नेम। देन जो फीस ड्यू का टैब है वो हर बच्चे का अलग होगा। सो फीस ड्यू मैंने जो मेरे फीस ड्यू का कॉलम है वो सिलेक्ट किया है और मेरा कस्टमाइज मैसेज टाइप किया है। आपका कस्टमाइज मैसेज टाइप होने के बाद आपको प्रीव्यू करना है कि वो बच्चे के एंड से कैसे दिखता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन दिस केस आप देख सकते हैं, डियर महेश लगड़, योर फीस ड्यू फॉर दिस इज दिस मच, काइंडली पे एज अर्ली एज पॉसिबल। तो वो हर बच्चे को उनके नाम से जाएगा एक कस्टमाइज मैसेज, और उनके जो भी ड्यू अमाउंट होगा दैट विल आल्सो बी कंसीडर्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू व्हाटएवर यू हैव एंटर्ड इन दैट शीट। एंड वी
और एक
जस्ट
चीज,
क्लिक
one
यस
more thing. You can verify whether Excel में जो अमाउंट है और यहाँ पे जो दिख रहा है वो
सेम है
सेम है कि नहीं है,
yeah,
ऐसा।
I can send it again.
ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम। सो यू कैन नाउ, वो बाद में अपन एक बार फिर से दिखा देंगे। नाउ वी कैन
Let's show on my app how it looks like, how the
email
notification.
app, yeah.
Just 1 minute. Give me a moment. Sharing my screen from my phone.
Recording in progress.
Okay. So sharing my screen. So in student side, in notifications, you'll be able to see a notification like this. The one which we sent currently, that the student's name and your fees is due for this particular year. This much fees is due and you'll be kindly pay as early as possible. So whichever notification we send, it will be visible to the student in the notifications tab. So in this way, you'll be able to send customized messages to students. And you can, if you already have an Excel sheet, you just need to make sure that the user ID column is compulsory, that you have user IDs in that Excel sheet, and rest all columns you can customize as per the need. That is, it can be for marks, it can be for fees due, or it can be any other customized message that as a school you want to send. And in preview, you can get a look before the message is sent, that how it's looking, whether, and you can also verify whether the what data is there in Excel sheet is the same one over here as well.
Can we
Now,
try
apart,
one more?
yes,
Can we try one more
yes,
with marks or something?
yes, sir, yes, sir. So I'll just customize the same sheet.
Yeah. Share that Excel also if you are not able to see the view.
So let's say I want to create in this same sheet, I want to enter the marks also, and
So why
marks also.
add a new column? No? Add a new column.
Okay.
So marks, and you can
Total marks.
okay.
Now, how much mark the child has scored? Let's say 15, and the total marks is 20. So you can it can be vary for each child. Currently, I'll just select for all, just so I can give you an.
You can drag down. You can drag down so that
Yeah,
automatically it would change. No, don't keep 15 for all. Do it incremental. Do it incremental, like 16, 17.
16. And keep different for different.
No, you increase now, you just drag it, so automatically from 15 you drag it, 15, 16, 17 that way.
That's going to be-
Don't drag this way, you delete this one. Type next 16. And now drag this 15, 16 both. Select
Yeah,
from 15, you have to select from 15. And now drag.
it will come 15 for all. I'll just enter manually just to show, because it will be very visible, different from different student for each student, and the total marks will be same for each child. So
We find that's enough.
you can enter different marks for different students, and just save the sheet. Close this one.
You can have name now instead of student.
Yeah.
Your marks for anyone types subject on science.
Of total marks. So I can type my name and my marks and total marks. Now for each child it will be different. Like, it can be 15, 16, 20. For one child I have put 15. For one it's 16 out of 20. 16 out of 20. Now again you can verify whether for this particular child in the sheet also if it's the same marks, if it's the same value. And you can check, and based on that you can click on confirm. If you're sure that yeah this is the correct one, you can just click on confirm. And the moment you click on confirm, it will be visible in the parent app as well. So you can also send notifications for marks also.
This destination, it goes to app, web, and email, all three. So email also, if your email is updated, it also goes to email, app, web.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I have one query. In the output which is seen, there it is written 2 and some number, 4-digit number.
We'll check that Excel. You mean to
So
say
it-
Excel?
The output which is generated, the message output which is generated, before that there is 2 and in the box there is a 4-digit number. Is it the user ID?
Yeah,
That
that's
is
the user
automatic.
ID. That's the user
Yes,
ID.
that automatic. We'll show that again. We'll open that. So this first we'll see this. So this is how you can see the marks is shown. Okay, now we
Okay.
can again come to web login. So we'll answer your query, ma'am. Whatever.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So you mean
So
to
here
choose
I'll
file.
again select the file. 1 minute.
See, basically, user ID is the destination where we are sending. It's the target. Like the mobile number, when earlier we had mobile number, now it's a user ID.
Okay.
So if you want to send their roll numbers or whatever you want to communicate to the student, if it's dynamic, you can use this.
I think she's asking this one.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so
2827.
so
This is
the
the
user
user
ID.
ID. User ID of the child.
Can we have the name of the child here?
Okay, it is there, ma'am. Dear.
No, instead of referring as to
can
user
have.
ID number, can we
Okay.
have the name of the child there?
Yes, ma'am, we can add. We can add. We can add.
Because by referring to number, it is better to say to XYZ child
We can have
and
both.
then the message.
We can have both number and ahead we can have student name as well. Both.
Okay.
No problem.
Student list should be proper listed over there.
Pardon, sir?
आता पाहुण्यानंच केलेलं तू रात्र रे समजून जा रे बाळा तू ऐकत असलं समजून सांग
Okay. Yes, sir. You were saying something. It wasn't audible because we had some background noise. Whatever name is entered in the system, it will consider according to that name.
Okay. So anyone any query on this? So any query you can ask us.
No, it's fine. If it can be replaced by the name of the child, then it is fine.
Yeah. We'll add that. We'll add that feature where student that user ID plus a name will show that over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. So anyone else? Any other query on this? Okay. No problem. So we'll I think proceed further to the next tab.
So this was the first we saw where we can customize a message. Now over here, if you want to send directly one message to all that students or all the user IDs which are there in that sheet. Now in this case, you can again copy paste the user IDs from the sheet. I'll again open it.
Like this would be the case where suppose you want to send a general message to all the user IDs, like suppose you have like 20 like 50 students across the school whose fees is pending. So you can just copy their user IDs and you can just send a common SMS that dear so and so kindly clear your outstanding at the earliest. That way.
You can select all the user IDs. You can copy paste from your Excel sheet the same way I did. You can select the destinations. If you select email, then you get an option to type the email subject as well. You can select which type of notification you want to send. If you want to see any particular notification that is common to all the students in that particular sheet or in that particular list, you can just type the notification and submit. Now again, let's select my student name. So I'll share my screen from my phone. Now the one, so the one which student we sent had already opened in my end. So in notification, you'll be able to see that dear parent, your fees is due, kindly pay as soon as possible. Now the difference between two is that in the first one, you were able to customize the fields that you want, like the marks, the name, and the second one will be generic, that is common for all the user IDs will receive a common message. So yeah, only the user ID can be shown.
Yes, you got continue. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, you were saying something. Yeah.
Yeah. So So once the difference between the two is that one is customizable, that you can add all the customized fields like marks, like fees due, and it can be different up to different student. Each child will receive according to the fields that you have chosen. And the second one is a direct message, like sir said, if you want to send a message, or you want to send a common message for fees, or you want to send a common message to all the students in that particular sheet. So you can simply copy paste the user IDs over here and send a common direct notification to those students. So that's about our custom messages. Any queries
Ma'am,
regarding
excuse
custom
me, ma'am.
messages? Yes, ma'am.
I just have a query that instead of choosing the user ID and pasting that, maybe it's a manual mistake. It can happen that I may forget to copy some of the user IDs, and it may go to some of the children, and some are missed out because there are number of user IDs. Can we have the same drop down here of selecting user ID and sending it by default in the text name below?
You mean to say you will upload Excel?
Yes. So how you are giving the option of selecting the title, user ID title. So can we have it that way? Because there can be
Then, ma'am,
manual
then you can use this Excel itself. This first tab itself you
First
can
tab,
use.
customizable.
You don't have to just select the user ID and don't select any custom field from there. You can just type your message.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
तुम्हाला येऊ नको चल मग तर मला आम्हाला माहित नाही मी ना बाबा ना ते ना असं सांगितलं की आमच्या वाण्यात कोणी पडून
Yeah. Kindly unmute only when there's a query. Okay. Ma'am, to answer your query, it was this, if you want to have an option where you want to select the user IDs from different columns, you can do that. You just don't need to use any dynamic fields. You can simply type the same message and send to all the students. That's also possible.
Yes. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
There was a query in chat. 1 minute. What was the query? Sneha Rajput, I tried uploading a file, but there was no access. Only admin can. That was the message. Yeah, this is available in admin login now. So you would have to take an access from the admin. You would have to take an access from the admin. This is on admin dashboard for now. Sneha ma'am, your voice is not audible. Are you trying to speak? Till then, any other query? Anyone you can ask?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Fine. So I think we can
Have
proceed.
any query? Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It's Dipali Shah.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes. Sir, for as you have told that for fees and different marks, should we generate a separate Excel sheet for each and every content, or is it possible in a single sheet?
see, you can have a single. You can have a single sheet itself. Only thing is you have to just fields. You need to have those fields. So whatever fields you select, those fields would be displayed in the message.
Okay, so this is regarding the fees. But if suppose I want to enter some quiz details, like students, a few classes have appeared for a quiz, and I want to enter their marks and send it to their personal IDs or to the Prism accounts. So I need to generate a different Excel sheet, or in the
So
same.
see, this is fees and marks is just an example what we have shown you. So
Okay.
whatever you want, you can. Only thing is, see, user ID column should be there by default. Without user ID column, it won't work. So user ID column should be there in that Excel. Now other all fields like name or marks or fees, or that is whatever you want to send, that should be there accordingly. That way.
So it depends on what things we want the students to receive.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Which ones you
Even-
select over here? Which columns you
Even
select?
if there's a one Excel you make, you keep on adding new fields to that. So while selecting the field here, whatever field you select here, like now I've selected name here in the message. So name would go, and fees due I have selected. So fees due would go. So marks and that would not go. So whatever you select in the dynamic field, only that would go to the as a notification.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir.
So even if your Excel
Yes.
has supposed some like marks column also, fees column also, roll number column also, but only whatever you select, that notification would go, because that content would go. All content won't go.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So any other query on this, or we can proceed ahead?
So if no queries, we'll move on to our second tab, that is PTA, school gathering and school celebration. Now, first we'll move ahead with PTA. Now, PTA, there's a tab in the admin dashboard. In the admin dashboard, there's a tab called as PTA. Okay, you need to click on it. Now, this tab is the use or the functionality is that whenever you have a parents teachers meeting, you can keep a log of when that meeting was conducted, how many members attended. So every meeting that is there, you have an online log of it, which you can take a printout or download in Excel. So you know exactly how many meetings were conducted and who all were present for that meeting. Now, in this case, I'll just select the which date, like it can be previous or if it's going to happen either ways. Now I'll just select a date. Let's say I had a PTA meeting on 16th. At what time did I have that meeting? 11 a.m. So you can select the hours, minutes in AM. Then which school members attended those meetings? So I get a list of all my teachers. So which teachers were present for that particular meeting? I can select their names. Okay. Then parent members, who all were present from the parent committee. Now I can select the parent member names. We can have multiple parent members also. If there are, if you have 4 or 5 PTA heads also, you can just do plus symbol and add as many names as you want. I've added one. Then what was the topic of discussion? Then you can type in brief that what were the different topics that you selected, discussed in that meeting. You can type in the topics of discussion and you can click on submit. Now, every time, like I said, it helps you maintaining an online log of how many PTA meetings you had, how many members attended. Now, in this case, if I check the reports, then there was a PTA meeting on 2nd. Now, the second one was on 16th. And for the first who were attended, for the second who had attended, what were the topics of discussion? So it gives you basically a very proper log of all the PTA meetings that you conduct, and you'll be able to take a printout or an Excel sheet of that particular log as well. So that's about PTA meeting. So any doubts regarding PTA? Doubts, suggestions, feedbacks, everything's well. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, in case if the report is generated, can it be edited in future?
We haven't given the option to edit as of yet, ma'am. If we want, we can give later on if that's required.
This is I'm asking because on the spot, maybe any committee member who is not on the list attends the meeting. So in that case, if we need to edit it, is it possible?
And this can be filled after the meeting also, ma'am. Like once the meeting is done, you can fill this out. This is just so that you know that how many meetings happened and how many people attended it. Okay. What were the topics of discussion?
Okay, fine. Yes. Thank you.
This is like this is a post-meeting report. Like post-meeting, we have to fill this so that everything is logged in. Like what were the parent members attended and what was the discussion. Like, this kind of a meeting log, which we can record it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Hema, ma'am, you have any query?
So can we move ahead?
Yeah, I think yes.
So moving ahead to event management. Now we have introduced 2 new tabs in event management. There's a tab called as event management on your dashboard. In event management, we have two tabs called as school competitions and school celebration. Give me a minute. Refresh my page. Okay, so we have two tabs. I'll just create annotation. Now in event management, we have two tabs, that is school competition and school celebration. Now even now when you're taking online competitions, you might have taken many competitions. So there's no proper log where like how many competitions did you take till now. So we have an option called as in event management school competition, where you can enter all the details of that competition. So once the competition is done, you can fill this report, so that whenever in future you want to see how many competitions happened, you'll be easily able to take a track of that. Then let's say today we conducted a elocution competition. So I can enter the name, which competition it was. Okay. Then when was it conducted? And let's say we conducted yesterday or today. We can select the date. At what time did we conduct it? 11 a.m. Now, who were the event management heads that were from the school side who managed the whole events? So you can select, it can be multiple people, you can select different names for all the events. Okay, you can select all the management committee heads. And who were other members apart from them? If there were any members who were there in the planning and implementation, you can type in their names as well. Then which all students participated in that event. Now it can be whole classes, that you can select the whole classes also if you want, or if there are only specific students, like most times it happens that there are only specific students who participate in that competition. So you can select that specific student. Okay. And which students from that class participated. Let's say in this class there were 4 students who participated. And you can add classes. You can add if it's there for multiple classes, you can add classes, which classes students participated. You can add 4 or 5 names. Then these all students, let's say, participated. If there were 3, 4, 5, you can do class specific. You can select entire classes, or student specific. Just to show student specific, I have selected student specific. Then result of the competition, that who won the competition. Now in this case again, I can select names. Now over here it can be that there is a common common winners for a particular group, or it can be class wise also. So we have given options to select multiple classes, or you can select single classes also. So now I'm selecting multiple classes, so I'm able to see all the names of those people. Now whoever have participated, I'll be able to see all their names. Now in this case there are 8 students, so I'm able to see 8 students names in the list. Now out of these, whoever have won, now in this case, let's say Arya won from Daffodil, so I'll select her name, or Sajid won from Daffodil. There are 2 winners from one class, and that can also happen. Then in this case, Piyush or Amu. You can decide out of the students who have applied who won. You can select their names. Now there are different, I've selected those, and again a report whether anything apart from these all details you want to enter that happened in that competition. You can. The most important is you can upload up to 5 pictures of that competition. So in choose file, you can select 5 pictures at a time. Like whichever 5 pictures you want to upload, you can select those from the pictures. One second. Okay, you can select 4 or 5 pictures at a time, but the maximum limit we have kept is for 5. I'm selecting 3 pictures. You can drag and drop and select 3 pictures and do open. Well, only thing I have to do is I have to choose the pictures that I want to be uploaded and just click on submit. Now in competition, the basic use I told earlier also, and I again repeat that the use of it is so that you know how many competitions happen throughout the year. Now I can see which all competitions have happened, when it happened, who are the management head, how many students were involved, out of those how many students won the competition. And if I want to check how many pictures were uploaded, if you want to check which picture was uploaded, you can just click on the photo and it will get downloaded in your end, and you'll be able to open that and see. So basically it gives you a log of how many competitions as a school you conducted, and how many children won, and all the details of those competitions.
Excuse
And you
me,
can
ma'am.
take a Excel sheet also. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to ask that in that column of competition heads or management heads, from where can we get the names of those heads? Which file are we
yeah, the event management heads names are all the staff members, ma'am.
But from where will we get these? Do we have to select an Excel file where these are already stored, or we have to do it manually?
No. In your portal in HRM, you already have added your teaching staff, right? That same staff will be reflected over here.
Okay. This is by default.
Yeah, this is by default. If you want to add any new staff, you can add in staff management, or we have given an also option where in case if that person is not your staff member, but they are still planning for your school, you can add their names manually over here.
Okay. Fine.
So in the same way, we have school competitions, we have school celebrations also. So all the school celebrations, may that be your annual year or founding year, there are many different types of celebration. Now, let's say Raksha Bandhan, you can have different celebrations. Then what date did you take that celebration? After today's date, what time did you have it? Then who are management heads? Now again, these are all the staff members that are present. In case if you if that person is not a staff member, we have given an option where you can manually add their names as well. Okay. You can add their names as well. You can add multiple members' names also. Then how many students participated? Again, it can be class specific, or you can simply select the classes that participated in that event. I'm just selecting multiple classes. Okay. Any other guests? Now, apart from your school members and your class members, if there were any external guests who attended that meeting, you can enter their names. That example. Any members who have attended from your any guest members who have attended to for only particularly for that competition or anything, you can enter their names. You can add multiple guests also. Again, you can give a report, and the same way we did for uploading pictures for celebrate competition, you can also upload the pictures for celebration. You just have to select all the pictures you want to upload. The maximum is 5. We have given an option to upload up to 5 pictures. You can upload up to 5 pictures for that event. Again, what it does basically, it just gives you a log, so you know how many celebration events happened, who were there, who were present for that. And so whenever, let's say you want to take a walk through that, how many competitions happened or how many celebrations happened, and what all details or times they happened on. So we have a report, we have a proper report. Now, for example, there was an Independence Day celebration, there's a Raksha Bandhan celebration. So it can be different celebrations and different events. It just basically helps you keep a proper log of everything and what all guests attended, and you can take a printout on an Excel sheet also of these tabs. So that's about school competition and school celebration. So any doubts or any questions you have, you can ask.
Yes, excuse me, Viva ma'am.
Yes,
Can we have prior information can we fill up now, the events which we have completed in June, July? Or
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We have in both tabs, we have options to select date. So you can select date from any priorly happened at the starting of the year also.
okay.
So it
Thank
will
you.
help you maintaining the log the same way. Which was it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, teachers, any doubts, any questions?
No.
Then, so I think we are done with PTA and the school competition and celebration. Can we go ahead with call me back?
Call me back.
Yeah. So this is a new feature that we have for this we recently launched. You'll be able to see in your left hand side, there's a tab called as call me back. Okay. Besides support, there's a tab of call me back. So in case if you are facing any query and you want our support team to reach you back, there is an option called as call me back. You can click on that. Okay. And over here, you can fill your first name, your last name. That is, it has to be by our admin. So then phone number, then purpose, any query, it can be a fees query or any other query. Is there anyone specifically you want to call back from? That's also you can, and just submit. Okay. You'll have a log. You'll be able to see the request that is made. And if once the log is done, like once the call is done, it will be updated as per the calls are done. In case,
We can also show
now
the
over here, if you're able to see, once if a call is done, then after that, whom the request was, who completed that request, and what the status is, and it was updated by whom from our team. So in that way, you'll also have a log where you'll be able to see which is pending, which which callback is completed, and you get a callback from our support team, and they'll help you out for any query that you're going ahead for. Yes, sir.
Okay, I think we can proceed further with timetable reports.
Okay. Now moving on to timetable. Now online timetable, we have set a few settings. 1 second.
We can also show that notes. We have given option to type notes on teacher app.
So can I show that on the app?
Yeah, please.
So 1 second. Share my phone. Share my screen. Now in teachers app, we have a tab called as notes. We have a new addition to the timetable, that is the notes tab. If you're not able to see it, you can update your app once. In the teachers app and timetable, as you already might be using our online timetable. So for online timetable, each day you see what all classes you have. And now let's say I want to send notes to a particular class. I'll just select the notes tab and I can type notes like so I can give different notes for that particular class, and the children in that class, then they can easily open up their timetable. Now as a teacher, I've sent a note. I can again check on I can send, once I've sent a note, it will be visible to the child. Just do a logout for this child. Catherine?
Hello.
I think it's the wrong login. Just give me a minute. So just open up the student's account and show you how the notification notes look like. Okay.
Then any queries, any general queries you can ask. So any queries, common queries, general queries you can ask.
So for every subject, she'll be able to see the notes, and in notes, she'll be able to see what note. Now we had sent a note from teacher side that kindly read this particular time chapter and solve the textbook exercises. So the teacher can send from her end, and the child will be able to open the note. They'll be able to see the note and accordingly carry out their studies. So that was
This
the first.
Would be only one thing I like to add. So this note would be only for that lecture. It's like it's a homework for that lecture. So next week they won't be able to see that note. If there's a new note, it would get replaced. Like that note is only for that lecture, for that period. That way. Yeah.
Yes.
Also, you can show this notification, attendance notification, auto notification of auto attendance.
Yes, sir. So I'll open a student login just to show you how automated notification goes for each lecture. So share my screen. So every day, based on the online timetable, you get an automated notification. So every day the child gets a notification for how many lectures the child was present for. So how many lectures, for 5 out of 5 lectures on each day. Each day around evening, a system generated message is sent to each child, notifying them that for how many lectures they were present for that particular day. So in case they have missed any lecture, the same they'll be able to see in that way also. In this particular day, the child wasn't present for any lecture, so 0 out of 3. So in that way, every day the child gets a notification that on what, how many lectures that they have attended for that day.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to know whether if I have to send the homework for a certain subject, for example, for English, and on the same day, if the maths teacher also sends, Is it going to be replaced or both will be separate?
No. It both will be separate, ma'am. Because for
Okay.
each teacher, there is a different slot, even in students' end. So if you see, for each teacher, they have a different tab, right? So for
Yes.
in this case, let's say I had sent one teacher had sent for English. So for a previous day, it was sent for SST. So each day, wherever a note is sent, they'll be able to see in front of that particular subject.
Okay.
So each teacher, if she sends a note, it will be visible to the child in their end.
Okay, fine. Yes, thank you.
Okay. So moving ahead to our online timetable reports. Okay. So in online timetable, first I'll just show the reports that we have, and then we'll go ahead with the timetable setting. So the first we had already introduced, but I'll again go through it. This is on automated online class attendance. Now, based on our online timetable, every day, first is the day-wise report that every day, whenever a lecture is conducted, they'll be able to select that particular date and take out a report for that particular day. Okay. So for each day, they'll be able to see how many lectures happened, at what time did the teacher start the lecture. Then for a particular class, now Savni, she was present for all 5 lectures. How many students total were present for that lecture, how many students were absent, and in that case, in the same way, they'll be able to see the attendance, absentee and presentee of each particular child, and they'll be able to download that report. And for teachers also, now in this case, the lecture was supposed to start at 9, and Narendra sir started the lecture at 8:59. So for each teacher, we'll be able to know at what time did the teacher start, how many total students were present, how many total students were absent, and all the details. Now, in this case, if I want to see the lectures between 2 dates, that is, if I want to see the attendance for the last week, or in that case, so sorry, I'll select a class. I'll select the dates. Now I want to see from 16th to date. So I can select from and to date. So if you want to see monthly, you can select for 1st to 30th. If you want to see weekly, you can select that week starting date and ending date. And for each child, you'll be able to see that how many lectures did she attend. She attended 3 English lectures, 5 SST lectures. Now how many lectures she was total present for? There were 25 lectures. She was present for total present for how many, like total absent for how many lectures? So absent for 3 lectures, total she was present for 22. Then how much percentage her weekly, now based on the dates, how much percentage her attendance is? Now it's 88%. So I can select for whole month also. Now in this case, if I want to select, let's say from 1st August to today, then again I can select from that particular date, and again that again it will change based on how many lectures were there, how many she was total present and absent for. So there's a percentage. You can download that report, the report between 2 dates. So it will help you understand how many if the child is, how many percentage attendance is there for that particular month as well. Okay. Then after that is day-wise summary report. Now for a particular date, if I want to take a summary report for, then I'll just select that date. Okay. I'll select that date. And for each class, now in this case, let's say we'll take 3rd day, then how many student count is how many? 49. Then out of that, 31 students were present for the English lecture. Wherever there's a dash, that means that lecture was not there for that day. Now that day English lecture was there, 31 students attended English lecture, 33 students attended SST lecture, 29 students attended Hindi lecture. So for that particular day, out of the total students, how many students were present for each lecture, and for different classes as well. So you can see different classes, and for each class, the total students and how many students are actually attended that lecture for that particular day. So we have a day-wise summary also. You can take a printout or report, download a report of this particular day-wise summary report as well. So any doubts regarding? Yes.
I think this is a good report for principals to have an overview of like how many attendance attendance for different classes for different lectures. In a single view, you'll get to know performance across all the classes. So this is a new report we have added recently.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I have a query regarding the online attendance generation.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to ask you that just now we are having a meeting and also, but due to the meeting I have not conducted it. But when I
Ma'am,
cross
actually
check,
your voice
some of
broken.
the
Then I was
students.
able to hear. Can you please pardon one more time? We
Okay.
are conducting a meeting.
Simultaneously, okay. Can you hear me, ma'am? Am I audible?
Yeah. Now you're audible. Now you're audible.
As I'm attending a meeting right now, simultaneously I'm having an online class also, and I've not conducted it. But few students are marked as present in the online attendance. How is it possible?
You would have clicked
Okay.
on the join class.
See what
No,
we
ma'am.
do, ma'am. I'll answer this. So what we do is based on joint class, we consider that attendance. Now for that, what we have added in feature is called as cancel lecture. I think Viva, you can open that cancel lecture. Okay, so suppose any of your lecture gets cancelled, you can cancel it from here, so that that automatically this attendance and those won't be calculated when but we will have to cancel it from here. So you will be able to see your timetable, and then you can cancel that lecture, whatever the lecture has been cancelled.
So if in case you know that that lecture is not going to happen and you want to avoid the attendance, automated attendance for that day, you can cancel the lecture prior to. So it will get cancelled for that particular date.
So in attendance report and all this, then that lecture won't be calculated.
Excuse me, sir. Due to network issues, I was not able to listen to you properly. So can you please repeat this?
Yes, ma'am. So in case like you know that this particular lecture you're not going to be able to take, but what happens, our attendance is based on clicking of the join class tab, correct? So in that day, when you're not going to take a lecture, you don't want the attendance to be recorded. So we have a feature called as cancel lecture, where you can select the date and the class, and that particular lecture you can cancel it for that day. So the attendance won't take that into consideration. That lecture won't be taken into consideration for the attendance.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So any other query on reports or anything? Okay. Nothing. Fine. Yeah.
Can you go ahead with settings?
Yeah, we can go ahead. Yeah.
So we have introduced this timetable setting. So in timetable setting, you can manage your timetable settings. So by default, the 10-minute notification and the 10-minute activation is by default it is active. That means that the child gets a notification every day based on the setting, and also that the link is activated only 10 minutes before the lecture starts. That means even if the child clicks on any lecture at any time, he won't be able to start it. That tab will be activated only 10 minutes prior to the lecture timing given. So these both these settings are yes.
Yeah, so it's suggested that this at least 10 minutes should be kept on, so that if because what happens is if this is not on, then if student clicks on any of the links, any of the class, there might be your class is going somewhere else, and it might join, might create disturbance. So it's suggested that it should be kept on. Yeah, and this notification, online notification, you can keep on or off depending upon your requirement. Yeah, please proceed.
So the 10-minute link activation, we recommend keeping it on. And notification, if you are having online timetable, notification is sent by default. If you do not want this, you can untick this, you can change the setting, and then the notification won't go to the parent if you don't want. But actually the notification is a good thing, so that the parents also know how many lectures the children are attending throughout the day. Then we have one more feature that currently attendance is marked based on each lecture, each joining time. But if you want based on that, like in this case, if the child is attending 5, if there are 5 lectures, the child is attending 3, then she should be marked present for the whole day. If you want the whole day attendance also calculated based on the online timetable, you can do that. By default, it is not on. If you want, you can select the option, and when you select the option, then you can define that how many lectures the child has to be present for the whole day for them to be present for. And we would recommend 80% because in case it can happen for a child that due to network issues or some other query for one or so lecture, it can be understandable. So you can decide how many lectures. Now in this case, if there are 5 lectures, if I've said 80%, that means the child has to at least attend 4 lectures out of the whole day for the child to be marked present for the whole day. So this setting depends on you. You can change this setting. You can have it 80%, 50%, 100%, depends upon you. So you can set it accordingly. Yeah, 50% is better, because then if the child has any network issues or any other queries, the system can consider in that case. So yeah, that's all about timetable settings. Any queries regarding to online timetable you can ask, because we'll any query report settings, any other queries also, general queries also you can ask. We've covered all the points for today's session. So any queries regarding any general queries also, teachers you can ask. Or any point you want me to go ahead, go through again also, you can let me know.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you please repeat the event management part?
Okay. Event management, the school celebration, the one we had.
One more thing I like to add. I think Vibha, you can show on help.prisms.in itself. So we
Yes.
have created help.prisms.in and LMS, so where you can access all the content and everything. So yeah, Vibha, you can just share that itself.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to open it. It's
So you can share your screen.
Yes, sir. We have a tab called as help.prisons.in. In that, if you just type in your Chrome also help.prisons.in, there's a course where we have.
Can you start from? Can you type help.prisons.in?
We can start. I can start from.
Can you start from beginning? Like it's
Yes,
already
sir.
because the URL is showing is different. So can you start? Yeah.
Okay. So I'll again start. So now whenever you want to access any help videos, you can just go to type help.prisons.in. Okay.
Why Google? Directly in URL we can type. No? Directly in URL we can type this.
Yeah, you can type in URL also or in there also. Both also it works. And if you type over here also help.prisons.in, this will open up. It's basically a course. It's free. You can enroll in it, or it's also there. So you can check all the modules that we have. Every module that we have, that for different modules, we have different videos in that, which you can go ahead and access for.
So have we added this event here, event management?
Yes, the event management is also there in that learning management system. Yeah, school gathering and school competition is also there.
It's showing lock.
Yes, sir. And actually, we are trying to make it open for all.
Okay.
You just go to prisms help.prisms.in. We'll try to keep each and every content open. We have already tried that, but we'll again go ahead and we'll try give each and every content so that you can go through all the courses. You can all the modules wherever you are facing any particular query. You can open that module and you can go through the help videos. So it will help you out. Just go to help.prisms.in. We have all our recent if we have any recent modules also, everything we have tried to keep it updated over here. So you'll be able to go through all the videos and you'll be able to learn all the videos.
Okay, I think so you can directly show this. Yeah, event management. I think, ma'am, we can share you the recording, or do you want us to cover that again? Event management thing? Because
Already one. I
yes,
think they're not able to hear you, ma'am. So we'll definitely share a recording of this session. We'll try to broadcast the recording of the session so you can go through with it again. And we'll also send the link for help.prisms.in, which you can check out the help videos over there as well. And apart from that, if you have any query, you can reach us support team.
okay. So any other query? I can let us know. Any other queries? Any general queries? Fine. I think that's it. We can conclude today's session.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you all teachers. And I hope you try out all the new features. And also, if you have any queries, you can get back to us. And you can also use our new feature of call me back. And all the new videos or help videos will be available at help.prisms.in. So we'll recommend you can go over there and check out any videos.
Okay. Thank you.